Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another of my videos. Now in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can engineer your base in 2021. Now the truth is, you can't engineer quite like you once could. However, it is still very possible to engineer. It's just a little bit different because of all the changes that Supercell made. In today's video, what I'm going to be going over is how to do it first of all, and after that I'm going to be going over some kind of information that you need to know why this works and that kind of thing. I really suggest that you watch all of it because I really do think that it is going to benefit you a lot. So anyways, let's take a look at this base right here. Now, as we can see, this guy right here, he is engineered, and if we take a look at his troops, we can see he has some things high level, he has some things low level. He has his Hog Riders at level 8, which is high level. I think that's maxed at Town Hall 12. I might be wrong about that. He has not high level heroes. He doesn't even have bowlers unlocked. He only, in the barracks, only went up to the baby dragons, which is like good for funneling, even at level 1. And so whatever he could keep level 1, he essentially did. And whatever he didn't have to unlock, he essentially didn't, to keep war weight as low as possible. And if you take a look at his offense, as you can see, he kept a lot of stuff very low level. He kept a lot of stuff very low level. He has the level 1 Inferno here. His Town Hall is already going to the next Town Hall level. This isn't the best example of a base. I'll show you some better ones. But as you can see, a lot of things are very low level on this base. So what's a good rule of thumb for upgrading defense versus offense? And the reason that you have to upgrade defense, I will explain later. It is something called war weight penalty. It's something Supercell tried doing to stop people from engineering, but well, we still can't. So take the L, Supercell. Don't ban me for that. And so essentially you have to upgrade some defenses. And a general rule of thumb almost is you can upgrade every single, kind of like max out all your air defenses. Don't upgrade your Infernos, don't upgrade your Expos or your Eagle Artillery because they're very high in war weight. And then upgrade pretty much everything else to Town Hall levels below. So if you're Town Hall 10, upgrade all your Archer Towers, all your Cannons, all your Wizard Towers to 2 Town Hall levels below. Don't upgrade your Inferno Towers, don't upgrade your Expos or any of that stuff. That is what you do on the defensive side. And on the offensive side, it's fairly similar, but not really at the same time. And typically what you're going to want to do is pretty much just upgrade one army that you can use pretty consistently. Something like Zap Drags works very well. On the offense, you don't want to unlock every single troop. As you can see, this guy's Town Hall 12, and he only went as far in the barracks as the Dragon, and in the Dark Barracks as the Valkyrie. In the Spell Factory and the Dark Spell Factory, he only went to the Poison Spell and the Clone Spell. This is, once again, to keep war weight nice and low. As you can see, majority of the stuff he kept level 1. He got some stuff to like level 5. He got his Barch at level fairly high level. I see a lot of people doing this for farming. But as you can see, he got his Hog Riders, Valkyries, and Wizards high level. This is for war attacks. This is so he can get triples. And you pretty much want to get one army that you can use in war, nice and high level. It should be a nice and versatile one, or it can be like one war army, as you can see this guy's kind of doing. He has his Valkyries and Hog Riders a nice and high level, as well as Barch. Something like Zap Drags is a really good idea. You can get your Dragons nice and high level, and your Lightning Spells nice and high level. And so that way you can 3-star people very easily in war, and you can also kind of farm and get elixir and gold and all of that good stuff and engineer your base more effectively. Now, if I'm being honest with you, that's pretty much all you have to know in terms of how to engineer. But the question is, why does this work and why are you doing all this stuff in terms of all the defense? The offense, I think that's self-explanatory, to keep war weight low. But why are we actually upgrading some defenses? And this is something called penalty weight, which is something Clash Clans added to try and stop people from engineering. And so what penalty war weight is essentially the war weight of your king, your queen, the highest level troop in your laboratory, and the highest level spell in your laboratory. All that's kind of like mashed together, and it's kind of given like an average kind of for the base. And then there's also the total war weight on your base, and you subtract those onto each other, and if there's more than a 10,000 war weight difference, then Clash Clans is going to give you a pretty damn big war weight penalty. And so all of that engineering will be for nothing. And so essentially you want to keep as high of a war weight gap in between your troops and your defenses as possible without actually exceeding the 10,000 war weight limit. So essentially the ideal would be getting to 9,999 war weight. The thing is, because it's only 10,000 war weight difference, you can't actually keep your war weight so low that you're going to be essentially forced to play up against players who are incredibly low. And engineering back then, it was OP. All the strongest war clans, whenever you were up against an engineered base and a bunch of engineered bases in a war, you knew you were about to get destroyed. But that's not really the deal anymore, because it's just quite simply not the meta. There's becoming less and less engineered bases, and they're just not as good as they once used to be. Clash Clans has made it very clear that they very much do not like engineered bases, and they are doing a lot to stop engineered bases from thriving. And all the stuff they're putting into action and that penalty war weight, the gap might even get smaller and smaller as time progresses. However, as you can see, engineered clans in general, they still have a very strong spot in the meta, or not a strong spot, but they still have a spot. As you can see, this clan has almost 200 wins and 0 losses. But if you take a look at the people on the other side of the spectrum in the scenario, as you can see, these clans are really bad. No offense to them, but they're really bad. And so essentially what you're trying to do with engineering your base right now is check out Lion's Den. That's just a big clan of a bunch of engineered bases. You can apply to them on Discord, I'm assuming, I'm not sure. And essentially what you're trying to do with engineered clans right now is just match up against a bunch of noobs who upgraded their base in the wrong order and have very messed up war weight. And that's what clans of engineered players are. They just do. Look at these players. Look at all these clans that they matched up against. They're clearly not good players that they're matching up against. They're just really just not good, not very high percentage. Whereas the Lion's Den clan is always getting hundreds, 90%, 99% and stuff like that, which is why they have almost 200 wins and 0 losses. And so if you're gonna be the only engineered base in your clan, then really being engineered is very, very pointless. However, if you're in an engineered clan, I think it can actually be tons of fun. So should you engineer? Well, if you plan on joining an engineered clan, I think it can honestly be tons of fun. I think engineering is really one of those things that's a lot of fun. It's just fun to do. It's like using a Noah's Ark in a friendly challenge kind of thing. You might not get a 3-star, but it's going to be fun. And so it's kind of the same deal with this, in my opinion. It's not really going to gain you the best spot in the meta, but as you just saw with that previous warlog, this clan is doing insanely well in war and is completely engineered because they're up against a bunch of noobs. But if you take a look at their Clan War League thing, they're only in Crystal 3 because, as you know, Clan War League matchmaking is entirely dependent on leagues, and so they're not actually going to do that good in Clash Clans. This is just more for messing with noobs essentially. So I personally don't think engineering is the best idea right now, unless you're just doing it for fun, in which case go ahead, have fun, do it, troll some noobs. But in reality, it's not something in the meta like it once was. Back then, engineering was a big thing and it was really in the meta. It's not like that anymore. But it's still fun to do. It's still, it's just fun, quite simply. Anyways, guys, I really do hope that this video helped you. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. I truly do hope they enjoyed, and see you guys next time.